Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth session of the video series on the range of SWISCA scales for grain and milled product weighing, for which Southern Illinois Scale is the sales and service agent in the USA. Joining us today is Andreas Kleiner from Research and Development at SWISCA to talk to us about another of the SWISCA products. Hello Andreas.
Hello, Ramesha. Today I would like to talk about the microdosing scale micro. Let me share some slides with you. As on all previous sessions, it holds true also for the micro. Our scales are all compressed air free. They meet highest precision and are simple to operate. And due to the extensive use of servo drives, they're also very energy efficient. They only need a fraction of the cost or of the energy that are usually used with conventional scales using pneumatic cylinders. Our modern scale control is able to hook up to a PLC control or to cloud services. They are all very reliable due to the sturdy construction and meet the highest expectations in regards to reliability. All our products are made of stainless steel, so also hygienic design is crucial for us because we're dealing with food applications, and that's why hygienic design is a must. We have also put a lot of focus on cleanability, that you have access to the inside, that all the machine parts are easy to access and to clean. And they all require only a minimum of maintenance. Again, our core products you see here, we started with the Grano. The second session was about the Cervo hopper scale. Last week, we were talking about the flow balancer, this quantity controller. It can be used for blending granular, free-flowing products below bins. Today, we talk about this micro differential scale that is usually used to add minor ingredients to a major fraction, like usually the major product is flour, and you use this type of scale to add maybe salt or acid or whatever it needs to make a bakery mix or another mix. This micro comes in different auger sizes. These are the diameters of the auger. 18 means 18 millimeters of diameter. 40 is a 40 millimeter auger, and 70 is a 70 millimeter auger, and has different hopper sizes in liters. The smallest, we only have a 50 and 100 liter hopper because to the low flow rate that they usually need to, they are used for. The smallest, they start with maybe half a liter per hour. That's really not much. Go up to maybe 150 liter. It depends on the auger type. There are many options. I will show you that later. The 40 millimeter type has a 50, 100, and a 200 liter version of our hopper size, and the 70 has only 100 and 200 liter hopper. So we have also one option is a double screw. So that means you have in parallel two screws which convey the product, or you also can have a single screw drive for easier product. So it strongly depends on the product characteristic, which type of and which size of auger you need, and which auger type you need, and how many augers you need. It's a single or two screw version. So there are many options or examples of a flow sheet. Usually we feed some silos or bins with either manual refill or super sack. Then I have a pre-hopper, and then under this in this bin you can have these micro dosing devices which can feed a process. There can be a mixer, or there can be an extrusion line, or you can directly with a pneumatic fill a short or small hopper, then directly feed and refill the micros. Or you can have also manual refill where you can have a bag intake, so you can open a bag, maybe a 50-pound bag, and then fill it up manually. That's mainly useful when you have small quantities and only it doesn't run the whole day, and only small flow rates, where you have automatic refill with larger capacities. We use also our augers to feed either pre-dough systems like the Trinox hydrator, or we can feed also extrusion applications, or we can feed in malting or brewing. We can add hops and malt to the spin, and there's also a vast field of possible application in bakery applications. So such we can feed all these minor ingredients to a mixing line. So you can have a vacuum suction line, and we can add flour or ascorbic acid, salt, or whatever it's needed, or hops, or any kind of minor ingredient you can imagine can be fed into a blow line. As I said, there are many options depending on the product characteristic. If you have sticky and greasy product, we usually use concave augers, either like with a coarse pitch or a fine pitch, and they usually are used with a double screw version because they are self-cleaning, or the one cleans the other. For brittle or products, then where you have to be that you have to treat very gently, like hop pellets, that they should that you don't have a flour at the end. So that's why you usually need these spiral augers, which have a low surface, which are not damaging the pellets that you have to feed. And for larger quantities of larger flow rates, we use these full leaf augers. Then we have different hopper and frame options. We have one option is this two-stand frame with a single point load cell. And the other option is this three load cell, some more sturdy, robust version. But this two-stand frame can be used when you have to place up to 7 micro dosing devices around a central inlet, or there can be the inlet of a mixer, or can be the inlet of a chain conveyor. Then you can have all the up to 7 ingredients at once that feeding into the same place. Now you see also manual refilling options, or there's a large manual refill hopper. On this side, this type of hopper is has a vertical agitator that is usually used when you have sticky products to keep the product in motion and prevent bridging. They can be refilled here automatically, or you even can have an inlet gate that you already have seen maybe from a previous videos for the Grano and for the Cervo. That's the same hopper that is used to refill this hopper here. So there are many different options, and they all strongly depend on the intended application. But what all our scales have in common is the SWISCA control. Also, the Micro uses the same scale control with this main board. Again, the same interfaces to a PLC with Ethernet-based field buses or Profibus and RS485. The second interface is used for visualization purpose, and as well as connection to the internet, and for providing a solution for remote assistance. And some reference and brewing applications. That's, as I said, there's a central hopper down here, and we have different hop types that are sometimes used to add to this beer production process to add some different flavors. So that's all installed in a climate chamber, because hop is hygroscopic and should have a low moisture content in order not to stick. And so now you see, when you look carefully, there are several single screw augers and also a double screw auger down here. So you can also mix this type of options together. And what all they have in common is you can have one scale control for up to 3 loads, single point load cell augers as well. It's similar to the flow balancer. And at the end, but that's not a micro. That's also a brewing application. On this picture, you see a grano with a manual refill hopper on top, but it can be also a micro. But as you see, this this grano is used to feed barley to this brewing process. So you can see everything is interchangeable. The same type of manual refill can be used on a grano, but also can be used on a micro as well. So it strongly depends on the flow sheet placed on the product, whether you need a micro or a grano. But we have had some installation where we use granos and micros in brewing application already. So then again, here some impressions. I'm already at the end, and I would like to thank you for your attendance. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call Southern Illinois Scale or write Southern Illinois Scale and ask for further information, or call SWISCA. We're more than happy to help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andreas, for this informative session. I believe that those of you watching now have an idea about how the SWISCA Micro Scale can be a good investment for your business. Do reach out to us with your inquiries, and see you in the next video. Thank you.